Harder Brunch presents Back to Adult Summer Camp.
Sponsored by Upland Brewing and Culinary Crossroads.
August 23rd through the 25th.
We have comedian headliners Kelly Collette and Dwight Simmons.
We got musical acts Draco, Sirius Black, Philosophy of Music, and Tuesday Atlas.
Activities like archery, canoeing, campfire, swimming, crafts. Don't forget to get your tickets at eventbrite.com.
Harder Brunch. Nope, we're not going to say that together, but it's Harder Brunch.
I'm eating brunch with my people though. The homie Dyke just cooked up a feast and we bout to eat it, bro. Fucked around and has to mix the lobster with the poutine. Daddy is rolling blue dream. Them boys got down a routine. It's Naptown culture. Cooking 7 courses. Had to pass the torch and now I'm grabbing second portion. So sit back, relax, grab a drink and a smoke. It's Harder Brunch on the way and get prepared for the jokes. Whoa.
Hi, and welcome to the Harder Brunch Podcast. I'm your host, Dyke Michaels. With me, as always, my co-host, Thaddaeus Mckee.
Slappy, pappy, wank, wank.
On the ones and twos, the wheels of steel, the sauce boss of Indianapolis, and the last bespoke dragon. Give it up for Zach Roan, everybody.
What up, parties?
Woo!
And 2 very special guests, first-time guests with us in studio from J'Adore Pastry. Welcome, Ariel and Youssef. Thank you guys for coming on.
شكرا الاستقبال شكرا. Thank you.
Thank you.
He's going to speak Arabic for the whole show.
Yeah,
Are you translating?
I'm gonna
I'm
speak
interpreting.
Moroccan and French, and she will translate, and people will get it for sure. That's the goal. That's the goal for J'Adore, is bring the culture to people and let them understand it.
Bring the cultures together. And how many languages do you speak, Youssef?
Like I speak 5 languages and 2 dialects, and the first language is like called Berber Amazigh. That's my mom, my grandma is like tribe in Morocco, North Atlas.
Almost like a family language?
Yes, it's not family, it's like the whole tribe is like population in Morocco, like I would say 20% of them speak Berber Amazigh.
Okay.
And that is called Atlas in the area they are located, or Rif, North Morocco as well.
So now, can I ask, we've already found out that I'm not good at world geography.
Yes, I can
I'm also
tell.
not good at world history. But am I to guess that since Morocco and Spain are so close, that there was some colonization between the native people of Africa and then the Spaniards came down?
Yes, correct. So Morocco, is diverse country, and we've been colonized from I would say 9 countries.
Oh wow.
And the longest one is French people. They colonized Morocco for almost a decade. And right now, when you go to Morocco, North Morocco, they speak Spanish because they've been colonized from Spain for a while, and the rest of the country like French. So that's why our school in Morocco is all French, culinary, French, all of it's like French. And outside school, we speak Moroccan dialect.
Say what you want about the French, but they're great at colonization.
Yeah.
They
got around.
They're a really good franchise model.
Oh,
There's a golden arches in every country. There's a little bit of France in every country.
I would say for the size of the country, it's really impressive.
Yeah.
No, I mean seriously, like you gotta give it up.
Yes, they are like
That's
they are
what the French
everywhere.
said.
You gotta give your country up.
Like
You're done.
French, Spanish, and British, they known like being colonized like everywhere. So right now in Morocco, there is 2 cities still inside Morocco, but they are Spanish country. Like they are Moroccan, speak Moroccan, but their passport, their citizen are Spanish.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
till
interesting.
today, and
Almost,
you can
almost
go.
like
and
a consulate would be.
they have their own consulate, they have their own rule, Spanish rule, but they are inside Morocco
Interesting.
till today. And also like French, they are like everywhere, like South Asia or IT or whatever.
Yeah.
They still colonize, they have their own flag, their culture.
They didn't do quite a good job in Haiti.
Everywhere. They destroy, like...
They destroyed, but like
destroyed it.
Haiti ended up, taking it back.
Yeah, they
So-
use all the resources, like, that's the whole thing of the colonization. They go to the country, they take advantage of their resources, like, till today in Africa, like, they have their big companies still there. Even, like, even Morocco, we are not colonized anymore, but the big companies like
the infrastructure is already there.
Yes, is French.
Is there a move to push those companies out?
Yes, in last 10 years now is more like Morocco now is open to Anglophone countries like more America, and most of the school now is American school. They try to get rid of the colonization that we don't see every day, but when you go to, for example, sign paper or something, it's everything in French. So we are not French country, we are Moroccan African country. But that's what they try now to change, like for the future.
How many languages do you speak, Ariel?
I speak one.
What?
Yeah.
But really good.
No dialects?
At best, very good.
Did you take a foreign language in high school, though?
Yeah, I still practice speaking Spanish. I would never say I speak Spanish, but I can get by.
I say I speak English and kitchen Spanish. Like I could communicate in a kitchen with someone that their broken English can meet my broken Spanish about halfway.
Exactly, but you can't put that on a resume.
No, you can't. I mean, you can, but they don't like it. LinkedIn has asked me to stop.
Hey, we can't accept this.
Well, one, I want to give you both a compliment because J'Adore Pastry, you guys are blowing up all over Indianapolis. You guys make some truly, I don't even know what the word, I feel like you guys are on the cutting edge of the pastry game in Indianapolis. We got some pictures. If you want to go check out their Instagram, just some of the most beautiful, wonderful desserts. And I work with Youssef, so I have a problem of he'll take all of his scraps from stuff that he's not using and he just leaves them in a big pile. And I have to walk by this pile like 15 times. And like the first 5 times, like, no, don't eat it. And it gets me every time. They're like, wow, I should try this. There'll be something that looks like charcoal sitting there. And then it'll be like the best tasting like brownie I've ever had. It was like, Dyke, that was actual charcoal.
Thank you for the compliment. I mean, J'Adore is not just pastry in general. Like we do all culinary, like food. Actually, we do like more food than pastry. That's what me and Ariel, we do a lot of wine dinners at people's houses. And we try to do specify like in Mediterranean food 100%. A lot of people, they reach out about, can we do this? Can we do this? But we keep like our culture. No, this is what we do. If you like it, we will connect you with someone else that he may be available for that. But
they're like, can you guys come do a taco bar? You're like,
like it's big no. There is big talented chefs. They are good at tacos. Like I don't do it just for money. Honestly, J'Adore is more community business. That's pretty much our goal, and that's why I connect well with my friend Ariel. I mean, she don't speak many languages like you say, but her mind, her diversity, we share same thought about, hey, people is the key. Let's connect people somehow. All right, we do food good. Let's connect people through food. And I try to push as many chefs possible to keep posting about their culinary, like, because we need the activity. We need people to be active. And that's why we collab with a lot of people, not just food. Like with Madeleine here, we do we know each other like for 4 months pretty much. And we have a lot of projects together just to show the city that the energy is not just wasting our time. We need change. So we try to bring attention, not showing off, but we need to bring attention to other people to do it. That's the goal for me. Like if other pastry chefs doing it, that make me happy. And I'm going to win in 10 years because we inspire other chefs to do it. Or same for her. She inspired Flower Pals to keep active, do it, energy. But minute you think about money, you will be just like, working, just might as well just work for another company and you don't have to worry about business.
I do want to go and hit about community because like you said, that's important to you because we see you pop up in different events and you're always doing something in community and everybody knows like the heart of Youssef is like, oh, this is a good guy. No one says anything bad about Youssef. Same thing with Ariel. Every time I see you out on the streets, your arms around somebody, there's always someone like that. She's always hugging somebody, and like you can tell, like, oh, these are good people because of the way people are close to you, or they're okay of going into your space. And there's other people that are good at what they do, but everybody's scared to go in their space, right? Because
100%.
they might get chewed out, or they're just an absolute dick, and so like, or they just don't have a good reputation. I'm like, those are the I don't want to hang around those people, to be honest with you. Like, you could be great at cooking and have a shitty personality, and I think what you guys do speaks for itself.
Thank you for that. Yeah. Going back to like what Youssef was saying about like if we are inspiring other people like to post a really cool dessert, something new they're making, that is our success as well. Just in that, like, it's never a competition, it's a conversation. Like, we're bringing each other up.
How did you guys come together to be business partners?
This is a long story.
It is a long story.
So I moved here in 2016. I came here in 2016 as visitor and to visit my friend. Then my favorite restaurant at that time was Tinker Street and Bluebeard.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to go a lot to Tinker because I live closer. And she was my first server, her and Trisha, and become good friend that time. And I remember her energy because I don't speak English that time, just French, and I have hard time to choose in the menu. But I know what I want, but to say it right, there is kind of intimidation. I'm worried to say it wrong. So, but she was really like this. What like her energy make me feel like I'm back home a little bit, Europe, like welcoming.
Yeah.
Because my first 2 months, it was wow. Like, no one meet me halfway. Like, when I say, like, I want something to ask about it, I don't know how to say in English, but I know what I want. But no one, like, say again? What do you say again?
Yeah.
Like, sorry, I didn't. No, there is, like, wall right away. For her, it was like, sure, this is da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So she tried to explain it, and that we know each other. Then we work in place together for about 4 years, 5 years. She left, then I left. Then after that, I decided to learn J'Adore, and I reached out to her. Hey, I have this project. It's a really old project, but I wanna make it new in Indiana. Called J'Adore. Is about community pastry and collaboration with minority and women-owned business. And she said, yeah, I'm down. We start. The first 6 months, it was not expected to be successful. Then we keep doing it. And every time we do pop up with another person, someone reach out to us same day or next day. Can we do collaboration? Then we keep it that way. But now we start choosing with who we do collaboration because we want to not just do it to do it.
Yeah, do it intentionally.
Yeah. Like, what's the reason? Is helping other people, is helping the community. Then we see, after that, we see if we're making money or not, or just making even break even. That's good for me, as long as we don't have brick and mortar for now. So that's how J'Adore starts.
I think that's amazing that part of your guys' story is that you met through this wonderful hospitality, you know, like, because that's something like on our end too, that what we try to do here for the podcast is hit you with that hospitality upstairs, and then hopefully, you know, you like us by the time you come downstairs.
I mean,
it's all a trick.
True, like, as someone could travel like me, if I come to Tinker Street, for example, the food is good, and she was like shitty server or something, and I will not feel welcome. Not just me, like any other person. If you go to any restaurant for less tourists, you go to Europe or you go to California and you go to a restaurant you like, but the service was shitty, you will never go back, or you will say, California people are suck or whatever. The service is not. So one person, he may ruin everything, but for her, one person, like, all right, there is people in this city they wanna welcome you as you are, and that's why it took me like 2 years to learn, like people. English, like I say.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Just decline it.
That's the whole point about this podcast, I think.
Only from Dyke.
I can ask a question, then you answer. Hey, we are here with Harder Brunch. Thank you for joining us today.
This is a serious question that I have for you. And I want you to think about it. Is it hard to be a sexy chef? Because a lot of chefs I know are fat, or they're not as sexually stunning as maybe what you bring to the table, and like what happens. And I'm not trying to belittle you. Like people might just buy your food because they want to get in your pants or get close to you. Be like, I'm near a sexy guy, but you're like, hey, no, it's actually my food that's good. It's not just my looks.
Is this question for me or for Ariel?
For you. This is for you.
Because you say I'm sexy. I don't know how you see it.
Well, no. In my culture, it's a compliment.
Yeah, I will take it.
This could have been handled in a DM. I feel like.
I mean, honestly, I have some inquiries, like really weird inquiries.
What's the weirdest inquiry?
Social media.
What's the weirdest DM request you've gotten?
Please share that.
Oh, like some of them is like under the, like, I don't know how to say it but it's like date or like intimate moment or whatever like that. And that's why Ariel, she has access to not my personal, to J'Adore, so she can answer or
so you vet all the DMs.
I'm the screener.
That's nice.
I'm the screener. Every now and then I'm like, go for it.
Yeah.
But I'm not like 60. It's just like I love people and I know how to interact with people very well, and I always respect people. Doesn't matter who they are, where they come from, what their background, what their language, I hate the word like minority, for example, and I don't know. It's just I talk to people like they are the same for me.
Sure, yeah.
And if you are nice, I'm gonna be more nice. If you are generous, I'm gonna be twice generous. If you are dick, I'm gonna be twice dick. And this is how I deal. That's how I run.
Yeah, I get that.
I know what the episode's called.
What is it?
Twice dick.
I mean, I come from Africa. I'm sorry.
I like that. No, I have the same problem, because like being a sexy comedian as myself,
true.
I'm like, are you laughing just because you think I'm hot, or was that a good joke?
Because you're hot.
And a lot of times it's I don't know. I don't know which one. I haven't figured out.
Is he calling you not a good comedian?
I hope not.
I didn't say that.
Okay. Just because he's hot.
Yeah, if you let this go on long enough, it will become an insult. That's the Thaddaeus way. He's getting there.
I only have compliments. My hospitality is I've learned it from you guys. You got to hit them with the hospitality. It's like you got to punch them in the face with the hospitality.
So yeah, true. That really knocked me off my question. That whole line of questioning. No, I guess one of the things that I do find, to go back to what you were saying originally, was that I think that after COVID and with the price of everything going up for everybody, I think that people are a bit more specific and intentional with how and who they spend their money with.
Yes.
So I think that for you guys, I do think it's part of your mission statement, but also part of your personalities. People want to be in the business of you two.
True. Like speaking of that, money wise, Ariel sometimes she say, yeah, you need to charge people more. I say like we don't charge them a lot. I say I want to have my food accessible to as much possible people because I'm the labor. I don't pay someone else to do it, so I can charge. In my previous job, pastry, like we do some pastries for cost us like 50 cents or something. Then you sell it for $10. Sometimes if I sell it for $7 and I sell a lot, that's what I want. But selling one piece for $10, then you'd be happy that you sell it, but you don't know if that person coming back to you or no.
Well, it's a very American thing to not give shit away for cheap. Like that is such boiled into our DNA.
Yeah.
And I feel like because you make these creations on such a high level, that it like, yeah, just even hearing it, I understand what you're doing. I agree with what you're doing, but there's a part of me that's like, no, you can't give that away. For $7.
What are you talking about? We do Harder Brunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do give away a lot of shit every single week.
But it goes against
It's a
everything in
terrible
my core.
business model.
Yeah, it's a terrible business
It's
model.
very community based, but
It's a terrible business model,
Yeah.
but we do it every Sunday.
every Sunday.
Yeah, you guys do it every Sunday. You invite people, and that make you such joy, make you happy when people leave. Even you provide food, drinks, and hospitality. Then the happiness come after that, and joy is worth a lot than just getting money from.
It's a super high value experience too.
Well, I mean, and I definitely feel the way, like, I mean, there's people that like we don't know sometimes, and I'm like, man, if we could just get them through the door, like if we could get them, because what happens now is like, and I feel pretty confident saying this, but like people in Indianapolis, like food people, they want to come on here. They've heard about it. They understand it's a good time. They understand the value. Traveling comedians who are kind of famous, like those are the ones that we have the most difficulty coming on. They're like, I'm not gonna come eat breakfast in your basement, dude. You know, like,
It's not where we eat.
I mean,
someone's been on TV one time and they don't want to come over to basement breakfast.
True. I mean, people. When you go to people, like, they need to like you guys as you are. They need to enjoy your time as you are. When you come here, they need to feel like people, because no one is perfect. No one born like famous, or like, you need to stay calm all the time, no matter how good you are or how talented you are. I mean, there is a lot of talented chefs in Indiana, or pastry chef better than I do. It's just
That's not true. No one's better.
All right, my direction is show whatever I could, and that's whatever I show now is just like 10%, because my potential is big. When
We haven't even seen your final form.
when people see where I come from before 2015, I was living my best life in food scene on general. But sometimes when you do some moving from country to country, some move, they may be positive, good. Some of them may be negative. So for me, yes, it was kind of negative move for 5 to 6 years.
So you were the bad boy chef for a while.
So
I like that laugh.
I don't want to laugh, honestly. If I start laughing, the show is
Podcast
over.
is over.
Yeah, I can't stop. So I'm holding it as much as possible.
All right, I've got a question.
You do. Yeah.
So, are you going to be joining us we're going to have a cobbler bake-off. Will you be joining us as a contestant in our cobbler bake-off?
Fuck yes.
So we got another one for cob gobblers.
That is amazing.
Not what we're calling it, but yes.
Well, it's the first one that I'm going to be the judge for.
Yeah, it's kind of built around you as a judge of cobbler.
Yeah, but I want another judge on the panel, to be honest. I don't feel comfortable being
the
alone.
only gobbler of
Well,
cob.
here's what we're gonna do. There's
Brit-
gonna be the Thad's Choice, which is the real winner, and then we're gonna have
A fake winner.
then we're gonna have everybody, all the people vote for, and that's gonna be like, we'll go put like $100 up, or someone will get some sort of cash prize.
Do you actually get money for the other prize?
Wait.
when is that happen? When is that happen?
We haven't picked a date yet, but the early fall, I feel
Who do you
like
think's all
it's
gonna
cobbler
join?
season.
Yeah,
right?
cobbler season is good. We have Carlo will be a good judge too. He's foodie guy as well, so he may help us judging.
Nice.
Okay,
So
yeah.
you have company.
Do you think Alan would want to join? Alan Sternberg?
I'm sure he will join. Alan, or
and then Gomez. Me and Gomez have had like hour conversations about cobbler.
How many cobblers do you think you could go through in a day before they
it's
started?
It's got to be bouche bouche for me. Is that what it is? It's called?
No,
Bouche
I
bouche?
mean, I'm not.
Bouche en bouche.
no.
Yeah.
Bouche en bouche, je spray off a schwa.
Yep.
Et schwa.
Elle
Bouche
s'appelle
en bouche.
amuse-bouche.
Bouche bouche.
Non, amuse-bouche.
Amuse bouche.
Amuse-bouche.
Amuse bouche.
Putain, non, amuse-bouche.
Well, you call me putain?
Yeah, oui.
I know what that means. You don't come on my show and call me a putain.
Well, do you know what that means?
Oh, I'm bilingual. You're not the only bilingual guy in here.
There's other
All
linguals.
right, there's other linguals. I'm a non-binary lingual. That's not funny. That's not funny. I was trying. I was trying it. You know.
Is this a cobbler right here? What is this?
Yeah, that is a cobbler. I went over to visit.
That's not cobbler.
No, that's
Yeah,
not.
no, that's just no.
It looked like your cobbler that you made at Bluebeard, and I went.
Oh, that was so good. You enjoy it?
I did enjoy it.
I can't tell.
Out of 10 points, what was it on your cobbler meter?
You want me to be honest?
Yep.
You want to say 6
You want me to be honest?
or
Yep.
7?
For creativity, I'm gonna give it a 7.
He's very particular about his cobbler.
But for an overall,
I like my fruit to be under the bread.
Okay.
under the cobbling.
Yeah, it's not bread. Okay, keep going.
You know, under the puff pastries or whatever you.
Puss pastry.
You need someone to judge you before you judge us. So let's do competition first.
Hey, I
Who is
said
the
that.
best
I
judge?
led with
Are you saying that maybe he doesn't know cobblers as well as he thinks he does?
Whatever he said doesn't mean
The
any
breading?
sense
The
to
breading?
judge.
It doesn't
There's
make
not
any sense,
breading
does
in
it?
cobbler because I feel
Have
like
you ever
that's a
breaded
lie.
your cobbler
It's not breading.
before you cobble your gob?
Sourdough. You put some.
Sourdough?
No, I don't know.
Let's.
I'm so sorry.
Can you bring up a cobbler definition? I feel like maybe we need to get at the heart of what cobbler is first.
Also, cobbler, there is a lot of regions.
The crisp.
All right, crispy,
I think-
it happens. Crispy, good. Keep
I
going.
think Thad should have to try out for this role.
To be the fat judge.
Yeah, we
be
could
the
have
Thad.
other people compete for it.
That's what I'm saying. I want other judges to be there.
I do wonder because there's a difference between a cobbler, a crisp, and a crumble, and I think
crumble.
you like a crumble.
Yeah.
I think you're a crumble fan.
Or even a grunt. Look that up.
Oh, what's a grunt?
A grunt? I think that's where you drop a dough into like a jam kind of situation. Not jam, but like
You like a
fruit.
nice streusel topping, don't you?
What do they use for apple dumplings?
Yeah, grunt would be like a dumpling kind of. Only I think it's supposed to stick halfway in, halfway out.
Cobbler has been around in America the longest of the 3 desserts. Ooh. So yeah, the cobbler is the oldest dessert in the world.
Nah, that's not what that says.
That's what it was. America's the oldest country, right?
Yeah, you embarrass cobbler.
You just lost 2 people from the studio.
Yeah,
That's
Everybody's
amazing.
Yeah.
leaving.
yeah.
Our views are going way down.
2/3 of audience members do not agree with your
Guy's
behavior.
an idiot. There's no way I can support this.
I'm not. You are not idiot. It's just you don't know.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Ignorant.
yeah. I mean, sometimes you pretend to know, but you
That's
don't
why they
know,
call
so.
me Mr. Bliss.
If we did the cobbler, if I don't win, it's fine. Honestly.
So you don't care. Your heart's out of this now. I'm pissed.
Yeah, after I heard what he said, it's fine for me. I'm gonna do it.
He's like,
I'm gonna do it, but I'm not gonna like
he's
it.
gonna rage make a cobbler.
He's like, I'm going to do it because I said I'm going to keep my word, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
No, I will tell you guys my definition of a cobbler at a later date, and I'm going to do more studying.
Like after we, bake them, or
We should definitely have Thad's what Thad's looking for, his rubric grading scale.
and then an actual rubric.
Because what I found interesting is, and I'll say this, I'm not good at making baking and pastries at all. But everything I do, I just call it rustic. I can do something that's passable.
Yeah.
And I made a cobbler I made a peach cobbler. I went out and got some farm fresh peaches from the farmer's market. And I was like, I'm gonna make this little cobbler just for it was like a Wednesday night episode we were doing where we made 3 things. And I threw it together. Thad ate 75% of this cobbler by
He
himself.
brought 2 slices down to the studio to eat while we recorded.
Smashed every little bit, and then the critique of this cobbler that I got when he ate the lion's share of it,
He don't like it.
Was
had
scathing.
fourths. He had like fourths of this, and then it was like under 5%. Yeah,
He's really the most questionable judge.
He was like, I don't like this.
That I've
He was like,
ever-
I didn't care for this biscuity dough. I'm like, you ate so much of it.
It's called ingrateful.
That's the name of the episode.
No. I'm not going to take that.
No, let's
Here's what it is.
no, let's take it.
When
Let's take
people
it.
ask me what my opinion is of their food, listen, I have a high taste palate, probably the highest in this room.
Here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
Probably the highest
Wow.
taste palate in this room.
It's high, all right.
Okay.
No, you
you Do I know exactly what the words are? Probably not.
The words
do
or the
I
tastes
know
or
how
the
to make
flavors?
it? Absolutely
Nope,
not.
or anything about it.
But do I know what I like? 100% of the time, I know what I like. All right. And as a judge, if you ask me, hey, what do you think about this? I'm going to give you the honest answer.
Oh, you will.
And so I am qualified to tell you whether I like something or not.
100%.
Yeah.
And no matter
And that's
how
what we're
much
saying.
of it you eat, you know, you're willing to like.
That is true. That is true. There is a inaction and what you say. I think each plate should be weighed. So there's a score that goes against you. If you give something a low score, but you eat a lot of it off of the plate,
This
then
was
that's
also-
obviously bullshit.
And it wasn't like he was.
Sometimes you have to make your mind up. You're like, why don't I like this?
It wasn't even like you were still hungry. You ate so many hot dogs that the guests didn't have one. Remember?
so many, yeah.
Remember?
That
You
has
ate-
nothing
you
to
ate
do
so
with
many
this.
hot dogs.
Now we're getting into
But no,
bowling.
it does have it does have something to do with, because even after eating the lion's share of the hot dogs, you somehow scarfed down 4 helpings of cobbler that you just apparently
Could
didn't
not
like.
could not enjoy.
Let me tell you something. You say you have palate. If you have palate, 1 spoon is enough to get the flavor, the profile for that dish. Not half pie.
For some people,
He has a much larger palate
not half
than
pie.
the average
For
palate,
some people.
so he needs more on
When
his
you taste
palate.
I
wine,
enjoy it more when I have more.
yeah, when you taste wine in the
That's
restaurant,
That's me.
when they give you the wine in the restaurant, they give you like a little bit to try it and
Not
say
that.
it is good.
Yeah.
They don't give you the full
They
bar.
don't, and
Then drink
those
it and
people
say,
are kind of boring, and like that's okay. Oh, just one little. No,
You
go
can't
ahead
get to
and
the
have a
deep
little
flavors.
bit of fun.
Yeah.
But it's
Take 2
palate.
gulps.
But it's not called palate anymore for you.
Well,
You don't have palate.
You could have.
What would you say
You
he
wanna
has?
eat.
Palates.
What would you say he has? What is it if it's not a palate?
He's gourmand.
Oh, that's a
That's nice
That-
word. That's compliment.
that doesn't
Gourmand.
sound like a nice word.
Gourmand.
What is, I don't actually
Gourmand
know what that means.
is
Gourmand.
you enjoy the food like from the first bite. You keep eating because this is so good.
like a glutton.
Yeah.
Is it the same as a glutton?
No, but it's more sexy.
All right, guys.
Yeah, like a sexy glutton. That's
Like
what
a-
you are.
yeah.
You're a sexy glutton.
Oh.
You're the sexiest glutton of all.
Can we have like a magazine like where I'm just like up the sexy glutton of Indianapolis?
I'd call it gourmand.
A person who enjoys eating and often eats too much.
Go, Mom. I don't like that word.
It's good. It's compliment.
Personally.
It literally means sexy glutton.
You should take it. Trust me.
Are there okay?
You've been called worse.
Yeah.
Looking for an alternative.
Yeah, we'll run with it. Maybe that's gonna be my new nickname. We'll have the Gourmand Fest of Harder Brunch.
Let's oh, that's a good picture right there. Let's take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
This week on the After Brunch Podcast.
And it was just the simplest, stupidest thing. It was just like every single post, he would just put, "Y'all got gas?" And I think he burned through like 8 different like social media people because they would have this whole cycle of just like, first they would try to answer like, yeah, we're a gas station. Of course we have gas. Like, and then he'd get that little hook in him, and they'd be like, "Well, I went to one the other day, and then it was out of gas." And it was like, "Well, which one did you go to?" And then he would give an address that was not a gas station.
Join us at patreon.com/harderbrunch.
Anyone make you food that you should give him 6 just for the anyone make you something that's 6 already.
Well, he did give you a 6.
Doesn't matter it's good or no.
He definitely gave
I'm
you a 6.
always
He gave
grateful.
you a 7
But he
for
gave me
creativity.
7. But he gave me 7. That means my credit is only 1.
That is true. That is how that math works out.
So you give me 1 to the cobbler. So I'm gonna do better. It doesn't hurt my feeling, but that shows I need to.
I will say
Think
this,
about it
I will
twice.
say this with that. He is very fair. Like if he thinks you're a good chef,
Yeah.
then he expects every single thing that you make to
be perfect.
to be a 10 in his eyes. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like
The way all his jokes are 10s.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Whoa, we're not going to read jokes into this.
He's very fair about how he distributes his judgment.
All right. When you start
Yeah.
the conversation, you say, "I'm 60, chef." From 1 to 10, how I'm 60 I am.
Oh yeah, he never gave you a number, did he?
No.
What's
I think you're a hardcore 3.5.
I take it.
I'm just playing.
I take it. 3.5 above 6 or
I'm gonna say for Indianapolis,
Oh,
Man, wow.
wow.
Midwest filter.
Indianapolis 9 is not bad.
So 9.
Yeah, and
Okay.
but that is an LA 6
Yes.
for sure.
I think no, that's the LA. No, that's the LA 7.5.
It's a France 4.
I would take it.
It's a Paris 4.
Because LA is a hard competition. We have you're competing with fake stuff. People have steroids, and stuff
Surgery
like that.
plus sick.
There's
No.
yeah.
You
there's all
didn't realize that the show starts with compliments and then it ends with
I told you.
getting negged.
I told you it was going to get there.
Yeah, fight and audience leaving. And
Drag
Oh my
sex.
gosh.
It's a real red pill podcast after a while.
I hope we keep the mics in their spot.
Oh man, I'm just enjoying this Hoosier Game Day Lager from Upland Brewery.
So am I.
Cheers.
Thank you,
Cheers.
Upland.
Thank you, Upland, and thank you for being sponsors of 2024 Adult Summer Camp, happening in only 2 weeks. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite.com, and you can drink wonderful Upland beer all weekend long.
All weekend long.
That's fun.
And is there a deal that they could say if they go into Upland and say we're
Just go into Upland and scream, "Harder Brunch sent me!" and see how long it takes for the police to get there.
What do you mean? Is there a thing they can go in there and say?
I'm just trying to make a new code up so people get.
What are you?
Wink and say Harder Brunch, and they will give you extra pour.
I would
Mark my words.
I would love if we could trick somebody into going into one of our sponsors and just be like,
Promo code brunchface.
Like you tricked me on
"Brunch, baby."
to go into that Louisiana.
I mean, it wasn't a trick because you just did it.
It was a little bit of a trick.
We one time on Juneteenth, we were coming back from a show in Atlanta, and I stopped at a gas station, and it was like a half Burger King, half Church's Chicken, or something like that, or half Popeyes. It was half Popeyes, half Burger King, and like we were just doing a bathroom break, and then I don't know, caught a whiff of food, and I was like, I'm gonna get a small fry. I'm gonna get a little small fry because we had just eaten lunch not too shortly before that. So I go up and I just get a small fry, and the 16-year-old kid that's working behind the thing just is like, "Small fry, that's all you want?" And I was like, "Yep." And he's like, "Here you go, don't even worry about it." And he just gave me a small fry. And so I'm just like walking out like, oh wow, like that, whenever you get anything for free, a little treat, you're like, you get a little pep in your step.
True.
And so I'm like walking out, and I'm just like, and he was like, it was like, you knew, because I don't think I walked out and said, "Hey, I got these for free." I walked out, and he looked at me and he was like, "Do you get those French fries for free?" Or he's like, "Do you got French fries?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think I got them for free." He's like, "You got them for free?" I was like, "Yeah, it was the Juneteenth discount." And he was like, oh, I need to get that. So he goes in. First of all, I definitely had like Burger King French fries. He goes to Popeyes. And then
I thought they would be the ones to do the Juneteenth special.
I'm here for the Juneteenth special. Thank God. Was the guy working white or black?
He was black.
Okay. Thank God everyone was black in this story, because I could see like a white guy walking in.
Well, I walked in.
You
I was
would have
like,
gotten it for sure, though. If it was.
I was like, I'll take the Juneteenth special where I get something for free because I'm black. And they kind of just stared at me for a little bit. And I was like, well, he's like, he's like looking around. I was like, you probably should ask your manager. And he goes back and gets his manager. And his manager's like, now what are you talking about? I'm like, well, it is Juneteenth. And like, I know you just gave my friend. I'm thinking, you just gave my friend one. Just don't do this to me. I'm black too.
Don't do this to me on Juneteenth.
Don't discriminate me.
Yeah. Hey, we're all black here, guys. Let's just cough it up and like let's move on. You can't just do it for some blacks and none of the blacks. You can't.
I like that nobody even gave you the sympathy. Like nobody even said.
My life matters too.
No, I can't. Did I get something for free that day?
No.
Okay,
I think maybe you bought something out of shame.
I did.
You created a whole stink. So then you bought something. Well, it's time for the Smoking Goose brunch breakdown. Smoking Goose, you know where it's located, over there on Dorman Street. 411 Dorman Street. They got some of the best smoked meats in the game. If you want to get a nice charcuterie board, they also have like really good freezer specials. If you go in there, sometimes you can just fill up like a box full of frozen stuff that they maybe have a little bit too much of for a super, super discounted price. So I highly suggest going in there. Every time we use their product, it's always good.
Yeah, they're really good. And something happened last month. All the chefs, they call me chef. I told them, don't call me chef because I am not wearing goose hat yet. Because most of the chefs in Indiana, they have the goose hat. I don't have one.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Then I told them, don't call me chef yet until I get the goose hat.
And now, if they give you a free goose hat,
you can call me chef.
It's almost like it's like driving a Jeep, It's like it's a goose hat thing you wouldn't understand. We have a special wink and high five we give each other.
Do you have a goose hat?
Yeah, I do somewhere. We all got goose hats, remember?
I feel like they should give Youssef one.
Yeah, this is an announcement to Chris and Molly.
Yeah, come on, Chris.
Youssef
Boudarine. Youssef is one of the best pastry chefs in the Midwest. I've been saying that. Let's hook him up
with the hat.
He keeps making it smaller and smaller. He's the best pastry chefs in Irvington. He's the best
chef in this house.
This basement.
And the worst cobbler ever.
Oh, it wasn't bad, man.
Oh no, we've created I feel like
he need to be grateful because he ate it inside.
I say it every day, brother.
Yeah, he ate it inside Bluebird Kitchen, not just in table, not as a guest. Like he was too special. He walk in the kitchen, he has lunch, cobbler, hospitality, show him around, and he say it was not good.
I have a new rule for Indiana. If you ask me to rate your food, I'm going to be honest with you.
That's enjoy this. You
didn't rate
You're also honest when people don't ask you.
Yeah.
It was a 10 experience. I was very grateful for it. I was appreciative. I said,
wait, so that means that the service was so good that even with your 6
it made up for the
it averaged out.
Yeah.
So there was like a 14 on service.
My feeling doesn't hurt at all because your drinks are suck. That's why.
What?
His drinks.
That's the only reason you say my cobbler is not good. I understand that.
They're a work in progress.
Yeah, I would take it.
Just like your cobbler.
Dog his drinks, and now he's back for
I mean,
you.
they're barely drinks. Let's be honest. They're rough.
Cup of syrup.
I'm creative.
Okay, how about this? How about for Cobbler Fest, you have to make like a batch cocktail for everybody.
Done. Oh. And you guys are going to shit your pants.
It's not a good thing. It's never a good thing.
It's not preferred.
Oh, I guess that's not what you want.
All right, let's get into it. So I have to, full disclosure for our guests, because I have to tattle on myself when I do something stupid. What we try to do here is like, we wouldn't come in and make 5 different desserts for you because that's what you do professionally, right? Yeah. But what I wanted to try to do was something that was a little bit more meaningful. And I was like, let's try to give them some nostalgia. Let's try to give them a taste of home. But also all foods that Zach and I have never made before, right?
So we figured we didn't want to, do something to embarrass ourselves like make pastries. We would just make your, home cuisine that we've never cooked before.
I appreciate every bite you guys do. Even when I'm not guest, every time I come here, I appreciate all the hospitality and the service and make it fun, convivial, and make myself home. Yeah, I can tell.
That is the word.
But doing something Moroccan, that means more love because that's you understand where I come from and you respect my background, and that's pretty much the whole goal for me in the last 6 months.
Yeah,
that's why we have a lot of collaboration with a lot of. Not minority, but people they have another background pretty much. And me and Madeline, we have a lot of projects coming up. And the one is coming up, we both excited about it, is Talavera in Espanol. Is Mexican-Moroccan feast collaboration because we share same culture, same food, same clothing, same hospitality, same love of people and welcoming. And we are working in fun collaboration like food, hospitality, flowers, and the goal is to connect all those guests. Then we connect them with each other. Do you know this person? Do you know this person? Let's connect. And I'm sure after that night we will build strong connection with other people. Then we will do another collaboration for next time with other people that we knew for the first time that night.
When is that?
So that is September 6th, and hopefully that will be the first one. The second one is coming for sure soon. Also, we are doing something really fun that we will announce next week. Is called
Epicurean.
Yes, it's called Epicurean Indie, and is international festival. We bring pretty much, we have right now almost 18 artists, chef, musician, immigrant that live in Indiana.
Oh, nice.
And they all do good thing for the city. So this is like the first year, and we try to highlight all this people, the immigrant or their parent immigrant here, and they try to show their culture. Instead of just bringing their culture to their community, we try to expose that to the whole city. And we are doing that at the Stats building, hosted by Parent and sponsored with a lot of big organization in Indiana. So I'm pretty much excited about it. With help with Taste of Indianapolis, Emily and Chelsea and Ariel. They will be behind the scene organizing all of that. And I will be part of the chef participating in the event. So I'm really excited about that. And it's a big deal for us.
Did you say 80 chefs?
No, the total is like between artists and musician, I would say 22 between chefs. Right now we'll have like 12 chefs confirmed.
Awesome.
Like Esteban, Carlos Salazar,
Yeah.
Sakura. Like really cool people. They want to show their culture and expose it to people, to public. And there is a lot of fun collaboration that day. So we are expecting a lot of people on. I thank you like the Stats building for hosting that for us with free of charge. And
Oh, that's nice.
Now,
That's is great.
now
to work
technically,
with. They're so
Thad is an immigrant, right? Like he came from Haiti.
I really told him like, if you wanna be part to represent Haiti as podcast, you guys welcome to be part of it, as long as you wanna represent your flag. Now
Yeah. I do a really good raw mango.
we can stick just in the cobbler for now.
I was just going to bring some mangoes. Just have a mango stand.
I mean, people make money on those mango stands. That
Yo, a Haitian mango?
I have a lot of like Mexican mango.
Are they better?
Well, they're like in a bag with chamoy and tahini, and it's good stuff.
Okay.
It's good stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You don't know about that?
I've never had that
Literally,
before.
like Saraga on the west side, go out there.
I'm a baby.
Someone will have a tent or like a truck or something. It just says mangoes. Just go get it.
Just go get
Yeah,
some.
yeah, it's $10 or more. It's like expensive, but
I'll tell
they
you if it
won't
matches a Haitian
respond
mango.
to any haggling or anything. They're like, this is $10. Yeah.
But I'm Haitian, so I have to try to
Yes.
haggle.
Yeah. I just want to like
I'll be like
don't
11.
get your feelings hurt when it doesn't work.
Do you guys make cobbler at Haiti?
We have
You
different
can't
desserts.
leave it alone.
I'm gonna be honest. When I lived in Haiti, I didn't have a lot of good desserts. I'm gonna be very honest
Yes,
with
you do. You guys have clafouti, is French dessert.
Yeah, but
That's
the
close
way,
to a cobbler.
the ones that I went to, the places that I try to find.
Well, you've got a really high bar because of how
Yes.
good your palate is.
Yeah, my palate's a little bit above some countries.
So this festival,
All of Haiti, apparently. That's
so
amazing.
the festival we're doing in October, that represents you a lot, because we call it Epicurean, is something like people enjoy food and they respect it so
Basically
much. So you'll be
gourmand.
welcome to join us.
I'm just saying about Haiti. I don't want to talk shit about Haiti. Like when it was hard to find stores where I lived that had good pastries. Now they did great with like breads and like the cuisine there is amazing. Finding desserts was a lot harder, but you would have to know someone that loved you to make a good dessert. And then
Ooh,
you see what I'm
I
saying?
like that.
So I would get like some good crisps, some good apple bread or whatever. It was just really some good stuff.
Yeah,
but
I
they
agree
had to
with you.
love
It's
you.
personal.
I mean, their savory food is really good. I tried many dishes from Haiti; they're really good.
Can we go eat some Haitian food here and guys? Can we all
Yeah,
do
you-
that?
I'm always not. Every
Do
time
you
I've
know?
had Haitian food,
Do
I
you
love
know any place? Has
Yeah,
like,
Kai Malibu.
All right, share that with us. Hopefully we
yeah.
we can reach out to them to join us for the festival.
Oh, they're amazing.
All right,
They will.
we connect us with us.
So today, what we made you was a Moroccan menu. I, for some reason, got Morocco and Monaco confused, and I was thinking of Monte Carlo, and I was like, yeah, we can make all this Moroccan food, but we'll have like a Monte Carlo theme, and we even got like a craps table and like a little roulette wheel, and then literally as soon as the Amazon package came, I was walking out. I was like, "It's Monaco. It's Monaco."
I'm so sad you didn't follow through with it.
But luckily, the food was all correct.
It was
It was good.
great.
It was tasty. The flavor profile was right there, and that's really appreciative.
Well, thank you very much. Can you tell us how we pronounce the name for the semolina pancake that we started off with?
For the first one called the bagrir. Bagrir is like Moroccan pancake. We call it also because it has a lot of hoes, like not hoes, like like I don't know. Anyways, bagrir.
It reminds me like
I'm
of
not
like,
gonna translate it because I'm gonna say some shit again.
it reminds me of like the English muffin kind of, or the
Very much.
crumpet.
Oh, yes.
You know, when you
Exactly.
cook it, a
Yeah,
lot of the
crumpety.
holes open up and it
Yeah.
catches all the butter when you eat.
Yeah,
it.
in Africa there is Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia did the same way, and in Ethiopia they do call it tangira. Is the same, but they use the flour tangi. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's like
bulgur wheat.
yeah, it's like more brownish flour,
It's really
and
like
it's just like
it's
that's
coarse.
the one.
Yeah.
So
And
that,
the holes are from the heat.
from the heat or from the baking soda or from the yeast, because there is two way. Either you
Okay.
baking soda for last minute celebration, or you have people show up with no invites, for example. So you have to make them hospitality. So you do baking soda because it's like quick. But the tradition, you use the yeast and let it sit for at least 4 hours. So it give you like the
Oh, it's really
Sour
frothy,
flavor.
fermented.
Did you let it set for 4 hours?
5.
Oh, wow.
He knows stuff. He knows.
And then the second course was Zach's.
What was the pronunciation on that?
Yeah,
one?
the briwat.
Yeah, the
Briwat is like pretty much samosa. So briwa is like the small individual shape of bastilla. So the classic dish called bastilla, we have two. It's chicken, almond, honey, and saffron and cinnamon. And the other one is fish. You do all kind of fish with harissa. It's a little bit spicy. That's really my favorite one. And actually, I'm doing that for Soul Food Project next week. Me with Neil Brown, Chef Abby, and Jenna from Ferbert for nonprofit farm. It's a really beautiful cause. So I'm doing that actually for them for family style for 100 people.
When do you sleep?
I sleep every night from 8 a.m. Like every time I go home, like 8 p.m. I smoke teeth, then have fun, then I wake up. I'm early more person, so I wake up like 7 every morning. But I go bed around 9, 10, 11 if I hang out with my friend. But I sleep a lot. That's why I'm creative a lot.
Okay, that's smart.
Yeah.
Sleep is the key. And please, can you rate these? From
No,
a scale
no,
of
no,
one
no,
to-
no,
no.
Here's what I
We're
want you
rating.
Here's what I want you to do. When we get done going through the menu, which I'm trying real hard to get done, at the end, will you just tell us which course tasted the closest to traditional Moroccan food?
The chicken couscous.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And that was me and Zach dish, so high five.
Because the chicken, we do the slow cooking and it become like tender,
It's so
buttery,
tender.
like Indian style, like tandoori. So we do a lot of onion, a lot of raisins, saffron, cinnamon. Then ras al hanout. I don't know if you guys did ras al hanout, but I taste something ginger there. But that's the spices that you guys missed. But I think the balance is perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then what about the couscous?
Yeah, that's the flavor is in the couscous.
Yeah.
And with chickpea is perfect. The onion, that's my favorite dish so far. I mean, the other one is good too, but that's the closest to
Yeah, yeah. I mean, one has to be closest, right?
Sure,
the
sure.
palate.
And then
not Ted palate, but that's close to the Moroccan palate.
And then out of 10.
And then no.
Which one's the furthest away?
No, hold on. We're not even done with the menu. Stop it.
Yes.
All right. And then the dessert, which was made by Chef Bridget Haran Purcell, peace be upon her, was the rose milk pudding.
Yes. So that is
What's that called? How do you say that?
Is mahalabia. We call it.
That's what they call me in the streets.
We call it just rose water pudding in Morocco. Halabia is not just in Morocco. You will find it in Syria a lot. That's the origin. Syria, Jewish, Palestinian people. That's their classic dessert. But since we have in Morocco a lot of Jewish, so we have the background of mahalabia as name. But we call it rice doré au lait in French, but I don't know in English. That's pretty much is close to exactly how we do it, and is perfect, like panna cotta texture. Usually we don't put fruit at all. We just put like pistachio or nuts or almond or honey drizzle. That's it. But the touch of strawberry brings some freshness, so that's perfect as well.
Nice. Yeah, I thought. Now I've never had it before, but is it supposed to be a little less sweet than like a panna cotta?
It's pretty much same texture as panna cotta. It's just like I would say it's panna cotta. Honestly, it's just like since we use orange blossom
regional.
and we use our origin flavors we have back home. That's what we call them halabia. But it's panna cotta as name in general.
Nice. Yeah, I was pretty happy with how everything turned
No,
out.
I was surprised, honestly. I was just like coming here for food and hang out with you guys like every Sunday. I love to be here anyway, so
Yeah,
but
when
making
you-
it Moroccan, that's fun. I remember last year, 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years when I came here, you guys gave me newspaper about we did the theme about the time. Then
The back in time. Oh, that's right. We set the fire to the chicken
Yes.
hand and
I
the
love that.
yeah.
Then the newspaper has October 10, 2015, and that's the first day I fly to America for the first time.
It was Back to the Future Day.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I remember that. I still have that picture. Love it.
Was that like a sign to you, like, oh, I'm working with these guys?
Oh yeah, I'm working with you guys without even know you.
I like it when the universe does those little things.
Yeah, I mean it's always about people, so that's why we hang out. Now, you will see Madeline here all the time for sure.
Ariel, real quick, what's your culinary background?
It's all by osmosis.
Okay.
Just having been in restaurants since like, oh my gosh, I was like 14 when I first started working, and through so many different roles like hosting, serving, bartending, managing, you really just gotta jump in and help each other sometimes. So not only like watching really talented chefs, but and like taking inspiration from them and taking it home and practicing at home, but truly just like the nature of like being in those situations, you're like all hands on deck. Like everybody jumps in and preps, everybody jumps in and washes dishes. So honestly, exposure, osmosis. I'm comfortable in a kitchen, in a front of house, anywhere.
I think that's so important too. Like, I know I've done the same thing. Like, worked in restaurants my whole life, and like I've done both front and back of the house. And sometimes if you work in places, it can be very split. Like, we're back of the house or we're front of the house, you know. And it's because of working in all those positions and seeing how one thing affects the other, back affects the front, and vice versa. It is so important to be able to jump into those roles and help out. And
I honestly, I wish it were mandatory. Like, I hate divides between like different sections of any operation, because when you love each other, you respect each other, you want to help each other. You don't want to make anybody else's life harder or like be up in their space when they need to work. Like, it should be mandatory. We should all be in an environment that we want to, enjoy and help and, keep the ball rolling.
That'd be awesome.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
I mean, working in the hospitality, like that's what I said. Like a lot of chefs, they say like, which book you read about your recipe or creation. I say, I never buy book because I never could afford it when I was at the age of high school, and I told him, just like the school, like when we start, we have to be in the front of the house first before we go to the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
We need to interact with people. We need to learn how to talk to people. We need how to serve. We did the conciergerie is like the hotel front house, how to interact with random people first. That's the first 6 months. That's what we study all the time. Then we went in the kitchen. Then you have to choose which one you feel comfortable, either pastry, culinary, or chocolate. So all of that learning helps me a lot to understand that, yeah, I'm cooking in the back, but my mind is always about the guest. If I send this dish, I want to make sure that I'm happy with it before just send it. No matter how busy I am, I want to make sure that I'm guest as well, or I'm serving that food for myself.
Does it? And I know I'm guilty of this as I've done it to you, but like I think because you are known for making these like amazing like desserts, that does it bother you sometimes when you're like, I can fry an egg, you know,
Yeah.
like I can make other things.
I mean, it doesn't bother me. A lot of things doesn't bother me anymore. The only thing bother me and bothers a lot of creative people is like when you say, hey, you never sleep, or when you have time, like you say that, but it doesn't bother me now anymore.
Yeah.
But I sleep well, I eat well, I have fun more than I work, pretty much. I have fun a lot. Sometimes I need to be careful for that. But it's just like my work, I try to make it fun as well, so I don't have to get annoyed.
Yeah.
And also I try to work with people. That's why me and Ariel, work well together, because we understand the vibe, we understand the culture. A lot of people, they think that we are dating or something, but no, we are just completing each other about work.
People think that
No.
about Thad and I all the time.
I can tell.
You said you can tell?
I can tell. Yeah, you guys have this
Gay bond.
chemistry. No, chemistry, energy.
It wouldn't surprise
Like-
you though if you found out they were married, right?
Exactly.
That would be
Yeah.
fun.
I mean,
No,
we live
the,
together.
The
so.
secrets you keep from him,
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's
It don't-
that's
yeah.
couple status.
It almost seems like they're the only ones who don't know yet.
yeah.
That's how I felt for years.
I mean, we live together. We do a podcast together, and we both do stand-up comedy. So there's a lot of time.
A lot of things in cumin.
But
There's crossover.
I think what helps us is that a lot of times we'll just go our complete. I think there's like one time where we didn't really talk to each other for like 3 months in a winter. Like we lived on like opposite sides of a giant house.
That doesn't mean you're not married. Like,
I mean, marriage people fight for a week or 2 weeks, then you come back together. It's fine. That's part of
It wasn't even a fight. We just lived far apart from each other, physically far apart.
Or steps.
there were too many steps between you and me.
Well, I think going back to what you were saying though, I think it's also because the nature of what you do, you guys are always doing these different events. So it's just like if somebody goes to work every day for, you know, like a normal job, you go to work every day, you know, like, oh man, when do you sleep? You're like, man, I just go.
Yeah.
But when you go to work, it's a different place almost every day. You know?
Every day, like we said, we do collaboration a lot for sure, but we try to do it for fun. Like I'm not gonna do just to do it because I want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
No, I feel like I'm having fun. Sometimes we do some pop-ups that we don't make very much no money, but it was so much fun.
But it's okay.
It was
Yeah.
so much fun. So I
Maybe
go
we
home
just
chill.
showed up for the culture, and
Yeah.
and we earned more culture credit points.
And every pop-up we do, we walk with 5 or 3 new friends that day, or few followers that they are curious what we're doing. We get inquiries about ordering, then we choose if we do it or no. If we have time, because I have my priority right now is J'Adore, but at the same time I work with Bluebeard, so I always put my focus for Bluebeard first, because that's
they're also a high priority.
my priority job. Well, there is trust between me and Chef Alan, or like the owner Batista and stuff like that. So as long as there is respect and the appreciation of your work, everything become easy. Like I do my own schedule, I show up, I know what time I show up, I know what time I'll leave, and all is about fun and serious and make people that mutual trust, that make it respectful.
Now, can I ask you about a weakness? Like, I know, like, you're highly esteemed, and you don't have to, like, say, like what your work character trait is, but what's something that you're working on to improve to being in the scene of Indianapolis? So what's something that you're trying to work on?
Damn, your question is always
beautiful question.
Yeah.
I have an answer, but it's not something you're working on.
All right, I'm gonna let you answer first.
Yusuf has really low tolerance for like impatience and entitlement. Like, I think what?
Yeah, keep going.
Oh, okay.
Keep going.
Oh yeah. When people just like show up and like don't even say hello to you, don't even like acknowledge you, they don't treat you with the same hospitality that you're always like serving to everyone. That really it agitates him, but like we're not working on hiding that ever. Like, I mean, it's trash when like you are there.
I notice it when I go out and I'm spending my money.
Yeah.
And all I do is hospitality,
Yeah.
you know, like kind of thing. And then you go out and it's like, here's your burger or whatever. And it's like, man.
I mean, every time I go to work, I have to say hi to every single person every morning. Hi.
Yeah.
Then I go clock in or clock out or whatever before. I want to make sure that I come to, because we spend a lot of hours with people we work with. So it's part of the family. Some people, they don't care about that. But no matter what, I see everyone. I have to say hi to every person. Some people, I don't know their name or they are new. I always go to these people first. Hey, my name is Youssef. Welcome in. It's your first day, second day. Yeah, this is my third day. Sorry I didn't see you. Welcome in. I have no idea what he's doing there, what his position, whatever is there. But I want to make him feel welcomed, comfortable. Because when I work at my first job, like I was there like stupid immigrant walking around. I don't know if I'm Mexican or washing dishes or I'm doing that like till after a week. Oh, hi, what's your name by the way? I just in my mind like fuck you. Yeah.
Right. And like we've been in places that you recognize like there's that divide between front of house and back of house. Like they don't, like servers don't care who's making the food they're serving. They don't care whose name, like what your name is, where you're from, what your story, your experience. So maybe we could say we're working on always being more curious.
And also I need to use my Instagram better because it's popping a lot and I get a lot of questions about, hey, what's best restaurant for you? Like some people I don't know, like, hey, what's restaurant you recommend? And that make me feel special. And I like that people, they trust your vibe because I'm always posting about the good thing, the good vibe, the good food. And always send them a recommendation. And I have like 7, my favorite restaurant that's always send people to. And also people I don't know, I say always make sure knows who's the chef first in that establishment first. If you look online, like doesn't matter corporate or no, you need to know who's the chef, who's cooking. If you want to go have experience, if you are hungry, just want to eat, go to McDonald's or go home cook and go sleep. But if you want to go to enjoy a restaurant, go enjoy it and see who's the chef and talk to their server, bring connection, make hospitality back and forth, not just like the server like robo. Hey, is this your first time today? Yes. No. Oh, today's special. No. Then go. Like it's just like there is no spontaneous conversation. So the hospitality has to be like spontaneous always. Yeah. Not like fake or something. And it's been paid off so far.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Can you drop a beat for me there, Sauce Boss? Youssef, Ariel, thank you so much for being on the program today. It was so fun. Let people know one more time where people can follow you guys on social media.
Yes, so right now we are just in Instagram. Follow us at J'Adore Pastry, and you will find most of our pastries at Bluebeard or in our pop-ups. If you follow us, we post pretty much everywhere we go and every collaboration. If you want to see a really fun, cool event, go to my personal Instagram or J'Adore or Frida Flower Instagram and sign up or buy ticket for Talavera event. Really, really cool event. That's both excited about it. And it means a lot to me as immigrant and as person cares about the city, more cares about where I came from.
And just remember, folks, the J'Adore DMs are not for asking Youssef out. Okay.
That's his personal page.
Gotta hit his personal page up for that one. Thaddaeus J.
You can follow me at Thad Mckee. Please come to the summer camp. If you haven't heard about it, please come. I'll be there doing a lot of fun things at Thad Mckee on Instagram, Twitter, X, Zanga, or in the Yahoo Mail.
Zach Rome.
And if you haven't checked out our Patreon, we put out another episode every week. It's just $3 a month. Check us out at patreon.com/Harder Brunch.
Casey Campbell.
You can find me still trying to find the definition of cobbler online. You can also look for my fun new podcast. I'll have more updates at Danger Brewer.
All right. I'm Dyke Michaels across all social media. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you.